better way to start off this episode. I mean, these two have been making headlines in the news ever since they began dating. MGK and Megan Fox. This is the story of how Everett and I met. Well, more so how I met.
You met them. I saw
Megan Fox and
them.
MGK.
I saw them, but did not end up meeting them.
I had a personal experience more so with MGK than Megan Fox, but I definitely still had a personal experience.
I mean, my sister had a personal experience with Megan Fox. She's had a personal experience with Megan Fox and Kendall Jenner. So, I mean, and Kylie.
So your sister's the shit, is what?
That's what I'm hearing.
So, I mean, fuck.
Kind
of what adds up. I mean, I had Patrick Dempsey on one of my vlogs. I mean, that's a story time in its own. My fucking vlogs. We'll save that for a different episode. We're talking about Megan Fox and MGK, but we were at a. Nice we were at a nice restaurant
in LA. We were just at a nice restaurant.
We don't need to disclose it. We don't need to disclose it. We were at a nice restaurant downtown LA. Everett was in town, back in LA. You know, hometown kid coming back home for a nice little homecoming. We had to go to one of Everett's favorite spots out in downtown. We went there.
Hey, don't just say it's my favorite spot. This is a collective. This is a spot of the boys. This is a group spot. It's a group spot.
100% a group selection. It was not your selection.
Not the location in which we would normally attend, but
no. Yeah, but you know what? We had to get out and do something different.
Yeah,
you know,
how to do it.
Nice place, but we're sitting down, getting dinner, and
outside in the back,
looking directly at them. I happen to have my back face to them, but I'm sitting there and. I think it was your sister who pointed out, like, is that Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly? And
no, she said, is that Megan Fox? And I look to my right and I just see a lengthy ass motherfucker just slinking through the
skeleton ass MGK.
I see MGK and I'm like, huh. And then I look a little bit behind him and then it's Megan Fox and Jesus fuck. I didn't realize MGK was like 6'5", but I mean, he's tall.
So remember, you're telling me the second your sister pointed out that it could be Megan Fox, you're telling me you immediately looked, right?
I did immediately look, yes.
Good. Okay. So this story, I do remember this correctly.
Yes.
I remember the second Everett's sister said that, pretty much the whole table turned. The whole table turned to look, okay? I, however, because my back was turned, I didn't turn. Knowing how awkward,
you can't be doing that.
How obvious it would have been if I turned, so I didn't. But I remember our unpaid intern.
Yes, he was also there.
His dad was there sitting, and I remember the second your sister said that, he immediately goes, "Everybody, don't immediately look." And everyone at the table immediately looked. Like MGK and Megan Fox knew that us as a whole table were talking about them. Like they knew.
Oh yeah.
All right, that was no secret. That was out.
But how does it feel also that MGK and Megan Fox probably were talking about our table at least for like 5 seconds?
That helps me go to sleep at night.
It helps me too, man. I've been in the thought process of Megan Fox and MGK.
Megan Fox has, forget MGK. Megan Fox has thought about me.
Yeah. Not many people can say that.
Not everyone in the world can say that.
Not everybody can say that.
That's something that me and Shia LaBeouf have in common, you know?
I mean,
not
winners win, man.
That. Yeah, so speaking about winners. So later on, I have to take a leak. You know, it's quick little whiz in the bathroom, and
hit the
while
boys' room.
I walk into the stall, what great timing by me. I go to handle my business and look to my left, and holy fuck, it's the skeleton himself, MGK, right next to me. We're being next to each other. And I'm not going to come out here and act like I alphaed MGK. I'm a little pee shy. So his stream started before mine. All right. He beat me. He probably was pissing longer than me, even though I started after him. He probably out-pissed me too. I don't know that detail, to be honest. We'll leave that up in the air.
Yeah, you can't be revealing that. That's some confidence factors right there.
We'll leave that one up in the air, but regardless, I peed next to MGK, and then wash my hands next to him. And I literally remember, I actually think I did finish after him. I did finish after him. He didn't outpiss me. I get a win here.
Hey, you got to win there.
I remember the second. So he like, it's MGK, and I don't blame. It's MGK. He's not like this urinal wasn't like a motion sensor. This was like a manual.
This is a hand flush.
MGK ain't fucking hand flushing that. So this motherfucker did like the vintage 17-year-old kick that shit. Kick the fucking urinal thing. Badass. All right.
My man probably hit that from the back of the
while
bathroom.
His fucking like probably $3,000 left boot was making contact with the urinal. I was probably midstream, but I didn't care. I was zipping on my pants. Like, I was going to wash my hands next to MGK. I'm not wasting this opportunity. It's fucking Machine Gun Kelly. So I stopped midstream. Like, we'll change the story to that. Yeah. I could have really outpissed MGK, but I didn't.
But you just needed the little
I had
win.
to take advantage of this marketing, connection opportunity. I had to take advantage of it. So I zip my pants midstream, go to wash my hands next to MGK, and I don't have a firm memory of what I said, but I remember it was very dumb and stupid. It was like, "Hey man, love your music, bro," and just like kept washing my hands and just looked away. It was not a great showing on me. All right, it was not impressive on me. Okay, It was not good. All right. Anyway, I finish up washing my hands. Yada yada yada. Me and MGK were finishing up at the same time. We both walk out at the same time. For like a half second, we're just sitting there. I'm like, "Hey, nice to meet you, man." And then Megan Fox walks out of the women's restroom.
Yeah. My sister was in there too.
And then I am face to face with Megan Fox and MGK. And I shit you not, I said right then and there, "Damn, MGK, you won in life, brother," and walked away. And I swear on my life, that's what I said. I was 3 feet away from Megan Fox. That was the proudest moment of my life.
Saying a lot. It is saying a lot.
That was the proudest accomplishment of my life. I mean, like, this podcast is cool and all, but nothing compares to being face to face with Megan Fox and her less significant boyfriend.
This was also like 2 days or a day before, I think it was after, actually, the whole thing where he was like on the rooftop doing like the rooftop concerts. Like, he had his little like streak of rooftop concerts. Like, he did one in like Santa Monica or something.
It was like
that.
Early when MGK and Megan Fox was dating. This was like
early. This was like 3 or 4 months in, I think.
Yeah, I'm saying like this
happened. This was post. This was post. This was post like right after like the blood ring thing came out. Like, it was right after that.
Demon.
Right after that
shit. But yeah,
no, that's the story of how we met. Our unnamed intern was just sitting there licking his lips the whole time.
He didn't have a personal interaction with them.
He did not.
That's
no,
the story of how I pissed next to MGK, professed that he won in life, called him my brother, then went on with my day.
Yeah, the whole time I was just chowing down at the table. So
yeah, no, you were balls deep in that sushi at that time. Balls deep.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, that's a nice pre-show story.
What an intro.
I will need to bring up the vlogs and how I had Patrick Dempsey on my vlogs.
You will have to do that. Yes, if you didn't know, Grant was a prior influencer in the world. In his
I
middle
was
school
an inspiration. Inspirational talks on my walks. I was an inspiration to people.
Unfortunately, you can't find those anymore on the internet. They are hard to come by.
They got deleted by
can't say.
It was my fault.
It was your fault.
But we blame my middle school's tech people. We still blame them.
Yeah.
But sorry, dry throat. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a very special episode of the Waterboy podcast. Today, it is episode number 90. 90. We are 5 weeks away from the big 100, Everett. I cannot believe I'm even saying
5 weeks. Yes, 5 weeks.
5 weeks away.
Math is difficult.
10 episodes away. if you were gonna tell me a year ago right now we would be 90 episodes deep, 6,000 TikTok followers, gaining 2 million views on TikTok in a fucking week, I would have said no way, Jose.
Keep in mind too, we didn't
But
start
look where we
TikTok
are.
until I think May
It was
of
late, and even when we did
last
start, it
year.
didn't really count because we were posting like maybe I was at that point.
We
We had a one-man
it
social
was
media
it
team, and he was
was
only posting
yeah.
like once a week. He did a shitty job at it
Also,
too. Whoever the fuck
no,
that guy
the
was.
first the first TikTok we ever posted, I think, was your story of meeting Kayvon Thibodeau. Going back to the pre-intro, yeah, we've met some people in our lives, all right.
When I turn 21 in a month, I'll tell the actual story of Kayvon,
which will be perfect.
I'll do it.
Be perfect.
I'll be
timing.
honest. I'll do it completely uncensored. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
That's gonna be great. Mark that one down in your calendars, and that includes you.
That'll
Mark
be
that
my
down because
birthday
you'll forget it.
episode. That'll be my birthday episode.
Maybe I'll be there in person for it this time.
That'll be no. That will be my birthday episode. Yeah.
Well, actually, okay.
Yeah,
Sick. All right, we got to plan. We'll have to plan it.
We didn't do anything special for your birthday. We didn't have a birthday episode.
No, because I was working.
I'll plan something for your birthday episode.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, but so I lost track of what I was saying. I'm just hearing stuff going on in my house right now, and I'm kind of confused as to what's going on.
Talking about, but
I have zero idea what we were just talking about. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah,
we were talking about like, TikTok. That's what we were on. 90, yeah, like no, 6,000 followers. We started last May, or I guess not last May. We started around like a month from now. So like I think April, March of last year. We've made incredible pushes. I mean, by episode 100, we could be at 10,000 followers on TikTok. You want to be in that first 10K? Because once we hit there, we're just going exponential 10x. So be one of the first. Be one of the first.
Jump on the train early. Everybody, you know, Water Boys, we're going up this year, 2023. This is the year we're getting the mind right. Everett's getting his body right a little more than me. I should hit the gym a little more, but we're getting the body right. Or at least we're in the process of it. We're just working on self fucking improvement, baby. That's what we're working on for 2023, Everett. This year is the Water Boy year, and don't for a second think that Water Boy is a disrespectful term. All right, Water Boys, we all need them. Okay, football programs do not operate without their Water Boys.
Do you give yourself water? Do you give yourself water on a daily basis?
Do
you drink water? Do you drink water? Then you're a water boy. Everybody's a water boy.
Everybody's a
water boy.
The only people that aren't water boys are like
babies. I guess technically
they're
babies. Yeah, they're milk boy. They don't.
We need to get off this topic.
Okay,
I think we're done with this.
Yeah, no, we're done with that. We're done with that.
Anyway, thank you everyone for the support. 90 episodes in, about to make it 100. Everett and I, we can't believe we're even here. So far at this point with this much success. So it's only further on, you know. Aim for the moon, shoot for the stars, baby. Shout out Pop Smoke. All right, Super Bowl episode, Super Bowl preview. That'll be carrying the back half of this show. But Everett, we are recording this a day early, okay? This is Tuesday. There might be some crazy news that comes out.
Like we said last week, we have not learned from our mistakes, okay? You thought last episode we learned from them. We said that we made the mistake and it would never happen again.
Water Boys learning, those don't go together, okay?
It would not be a Water Boy podcast episode if we did not record it early.
Fucking up horribly.
And grossly missing information. So
just disgusting fuck-ups.
With our just luck, all right, we're recording this on Tuesday, goes up Thursday. With our luck tomorrow, LeBron James is gonna retire from the NBA and buy out 6 franchises and then fire Adam Silver. So I mean, Tom Brady could be back in the NFL. You know what? Tom Brady could be starting up a crypto company. I have no idea. We'll see.
That would arguably be more interesting to talk about than him retiring.
Patrick Mahomes might retire tomorrow and just not playing the Super Bowl.
There was a stretch of time at like the start of 2021 where every Wednesday there was just some crazy groundbreaking news. It was like one Wednesday, Harden to the Nets. Next Wednesday, like Devontae Adams traded to the Raiders. Like there was a stretch of Wednesdays where just shit went down on hump day, Everett. And I swear to God, if that trend continues in
Continues.
February. Oh wow.
If
Our
this
producers
happens
are not going to be happy.
if this happens a second time,
oh, the higher ups
the
are not going to
producers
like that.
the producers might actually like pull me into their office and have a very strict word with me, because I did ask for us to record it a day early just with my schedule, but I might be having a stern talking to. If you do not see me in the next episode, if it's just Chad sitting here,
I think you know
something happened. Yeah, something
I
happened.
think you guys know why. But other than the Super Bowl, we got a lot on the menu today, but nothing like crazy. Got some college football news, got some Ohio State relevant stuff, got some interesting facts. Got some Aaron Rodgers news, Everett.
Yeah. Once
again,
doing a very interesting thing. Another off season, another batshit crazy retreat idea that he's had. So I mean,
yep, another interesting adventure exploration. I'm not
you
really
can
sure
call it that.
the
I don't really know.
for
Yeah,
it at this point.
don't really know.
Then Kirk Cousins, nice little dad humor, and then
Okay, all right. Let's start with college football.
Of Super Bowl props.
I'm
getting proppy this week.
Let's start with college football.
All right, college football. Saw some interesting charts. Ohio State. You see all the players wearing those like bra things now.
Yeah, we have those too.
Like everyone's wearing it now. It's not
performance.
It's performance.
Like
literally every athlete
it's performance tracking.
They're all wearing this shit so they can, measure fucking everything down to like your miles per hour running, how long you ran. They can measure if you're not giving a fuck, like if you're going half ass, like they can measure.
Yeah, we have those. We have those here at Tulane too. We use them.
Yeah,
I have firsthand experience.
Very commonly used, and so Ohio State, for their February 6th measurement, so Monday, February 6th, for that day specifically, numbers for just that day. These aren't like averages for the whole offseason so far, but on that day specifically, Ohio State star D tackle Mike Hall was the fastest player among everybody on defense, and he was clocked running at 21.4 miles an hour.
For reference, how big is he?
I don't have his exact numbers, but I would.
Okay.
I can pull it up real quick. If I were to guess, he's like 6'1", 310.
Okay, I was going to say, well, remember last year, Jordan Davis, I mean, I don't know what the fuck, I don't remember what Jordan Davis ran last year in the combine, but we did state that he was Superman, so.
I'm just like that, well, first things first, very hyped that there is an Ohio State D tackle on any given day could potentially run 21.4 miles an hour top speed. That's very high. Now, second thing, a little bit concerning that a defensive tackle is the fastest player on defense. Now, I know this is just a one-day measurement, but I feel like you should never be seeing your
fastest player on defense. Your fastest player on defense probably should be your safety.
Safeties, corners, DBs, just DBs. If it's the
secondary
tackle, what the fuck's going on, guys?
There needs to be a lot of training going on in that program from what it sounds like.
Yeah, that was just, I mean, it's hype. It's hype. Ohio State has a D tackle that runs 21.4 miles an hour, but it's also concerning that he is the fastest player.
Oh, it is majorly concerning. I'm not gonna lie. That does scare me. If the player that needs to catch up to a wide receiver that's breaking down the field is your defensive tackle, there's a bit of an issue.
But hey, on to bigger and brighter. Hymnals, baby. Let's fucking
hymnals.
I am checking real quick. So a lot of the big name guys were out. So Ohio State starting safeties and corners, they weren't running that day. So
yeah, okay. So that could be that. I mean, that would probably be why.
But he outran every single defensive back that played that day. That's crazy. That's nuts. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah. Second thing. There was a Georgia memorabilia company that is selling a signed print of Javon Bullard's hit on Marvin Harrison Jr., which knocked him out of the college football playoff semifinal game between Ohio State and Georgia. And the signed photo, is inscribed with Night Night on it. So I'll let you guys sit there for a moment. Think about that. There's a Georgia memorabilia company selling a signed print signed night of a player getting knocked out of a football game. So it's nice to know that there are Georgia fans out there who take great pride in a 20-year-old kid getting knocked out of the game.
Yeah.
And that
I
hit
mean,
is the only reason that you guys even won your back-to-back natty anyway. So.
I mean, yeah, I feel like the NCAA is going to have an issue with that.
I don't know if they will. I think
really?
they actually might support it. You know, it might be good business for them.
Really? I don't know.
I'm obviously half joking there, but the NCAA, I don't think they'd step in for that. I don't think it's not like Georgia get punished for this, but I just think it's nice to know that. I mean, a Georgia memorabilia company. These are fucking Georgia adults.
Oh, I see. I thought that it was like a player. I thought it was like a player sponsor.
No. A third party, not affiliated with the university, just a Georgia memorabilia company is selling.
Yeah,
this shit.
Yeah. That's
so it's just nice to know that there are adult Georgia fans that take pride in a 20-year-old being knocked out of a football game, and that's the only reason you won your natty. So it's just nice to know. Just want to point that out.
Yeah, I would say that's. I don't know if that's really soft or.
No, I think it's just on brand. I think
sounds about right.
Checks out.
Sounds about right.
Makes sense.
Okay. All right.
That's all I had on college football.
For college football, yeah. I mean, that's all.
Quick fun facts of the episode.
That's all I've got. So
I mean, I guarantee tomorrow some fucking.
I'm not gonna lie. Halfway through that segment, anyways, I was trying to figure out if somebody was playing like smooth jazz in my house on our speaker or what was going on. Don't know if you heard any of that, but
I might have heard like a little overtone. But I mean, your roommate is from Kentucky, like Kentucky blues. Is that a thing? Kentucky.
I mean, New Orleans. It's like a jazz city.
That would make a little bit more sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of a more obvious connection.
If for you guys that don't know the ins and outs of the podcast recording industry, like Grant and myself do so obviously, and that's why we're recording on Zoom and in our bedrooms and off and instead of an office space or something like that.
I'll be honest, at this point, Zoom podcasts, like Zoom is actually
it's good.
So their video downloading like software is actually so fucking good that like I really don't have a problem with Zoom podcasts at all.
No, I don't.
I don't really have a problem.
I mean, also we wouldn't be able to do it. We wouldn't be able to record this without Zoom, to be fair, unless we're going to use like Skype. But who the fuck cares about Skype anymore?
No, that was never an option. No.
But so I have my earbuds plugged into my microphone here, which is what I hear everything out of, including myself. So I hear my microphone, and for whatever reason, everything is amplified, so I can hear like through like 4 walls in my house right now with this plugged in. So I'm like Superman. That's essentially what's going on. So I can hear stuff going on right now in my kitchen.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can hear it or not.
You have some like spidey senses, and I guess, you know, one could say if you went through like a spiritual journey or some type of spiritual retreat, you might be able to like conjure these like deep thoughts. So this segues perfectly into our first topic on the NFL. On the Pat McAfee show, Aaron Rodgers said that he will, quote, embark on a 4-day, 4-night darkness retreat to learn about himself, discover things about himself, and to just understand himself.
I'm surprised that he didn't learn enough about himself when he took peyote last year.
So he said that this experience, it simulates what it's like to be under the influence of DMT, the Joe Rogan drug. So that is Aaron Rodgers. That's why he's doing this. He wants to naturally experience DMT.
Well, so here's the thing. Aaron Rodgers just essentially seems like he's just trying to get away with getting the closest thing to being on a drug like that's illegal as possible. Last year he literally did a drug retreat.
A drug addict.
Aaron Rodgers is a drug addict. He also took what was it in the Bears game? Bears game week 1 like 3 years ago when he got knocked out and they like injected him with
he took like
morphine,
fat ivermectin or some shit. I don't know.
No, they like injected him with morphine at halftime, like giving him opioids, like straight up, just giving him opioids.
No, yeah, they boosted him up, came back. Oh, you're talking the Chicago game.
Yeah, the Chicago game.
Yes. No, yeah, they juiced him up at halftime. he was a man on a mission in that.
Jets. Now you know what you have to do to lure him there. That's all I'm saying.
No, yeah, exactly. But I mean, that was a hilarious moment. But Aaron Rodgers on a darkness retreat. Also at the end of this Pat McAfee interview, Aaron Rodgers said that he's like pleased and like flattered how many fans of different fan bases are like, we want you to come to us. He made it clear, like, I am still signed with the Packers. I'm not a free agent, but he also then followed that up with, I'm very pleased how many fans want me to be on their team. And then he explicitly stated, specifically, the Las Vegas Raiders fans have caught my attention a lot. Like, he said that.
Well, one of them did literally show up to his like golf match.
I did not know that.
Tell him
know that.
He like one of the Raiders
could have
fans
influenced.
One of the Raiders fans like pulled up to one of Aaron Rodgers' like golf matches, and he was like, "Hey, Aaron, there's like a house is next to Devontae for sale. Like, you gonna be his neighbor?" And Aaron goes, "Tell Devontae to buy me one of those homes. I'll be there." So I mean,
I do think Aaron's gonna be gone after this year.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And it's gonna be a great day for you. I'm counting down the days for you, just like how you're counting down the days for me when Patrick Mahomes retires.
That's a really long time. I know if I'm counting down.
I know, Everett. It's gonna be a fucking journey. All right, and he might win a Super Bowl.
Realistically,
weekend, so.
I'm counting down the days until Brandon Staley is fired for you. That's really what my countdown
that's like
is.
the immediate future. Wait, yes.
I mean, I know that you're counting down the days until the Vikings win a Super Bowl for me. So, I mean, it's about the same thing.
I'm just counting down the days for my Chargers to win a playoff game again. We're getting
I'll
there.
make some boneheaded fucking call.
We're getting there, guys.
Slowly but surely.
2029, that's our year. That's our window. That's when we'll get our window back open.
Yeah, okay. So I know you had a little thing on Kirk Cousins. I don't know if you want to bring that up or not. I don't know how important it is.
Yeah, no, we can skip that. Okay, Super Bowl.
I want to end with the Super Bowl. I'm going to do my off seasons right now. Then we can end with the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's probably better. Real quick, Everett. Let's see if you know the answer of this off top head. Which Super Bowl number is it this year? 5, 4, 3.
Is it 54?
1. 54? 53. Fuck.
54. I thought it was 54. Okay. Fuck.
Wait. I'm fucking. No.
Whoa.
57.
It is 57, but
you're
hold on.
Wait. Timestamps. I'm pretty sure we're like 25 minutes in. Remember that.
Okay.
That you need to
get out. That needs to be gone.
That's the only word that must be blurred.
Now, for everybody who's listening or watching this, who is hearing that, but also has zero context to what that word is.
Good.
We did our job. Good. That is not a word that anybody should be saying. Let's clarify that. Grant is a very bad person.
Left hand up. I was wrong. But it is Super Bowl 57.
It is Super Bowl. I remember it was LVII. I'm stupid with Greek and did it backwards. So it technically would have been 53 if I had it wrong, but 57. 57. Okay. All right.
Hey, we're water boys. We admit when we're wrong. It's all right.
Saying the least. Yeah. Okay. So I have 2 off seasons. I'm just going to quickly go through them. I don't really think that it's that important. All right. So we're finishing out the AFC East today. Did the Jets. That went up today. As we were recording this, it's currently live on TikTok. Did Vikings 2.0, and now we're going to be wrapping with Patriots and Bills, and then we'll see where I go after this. Who knows?
So rounding out the AFC Beast, which best conference in football or best division in football?
Yeah, probably.
Like them or the Beast or the NFC Beast, right? And I'm talking top to bottom. Like
probably
the
NFC.
the
Yeah, no,
four
it
team in
probably
that conference counts.
it probably is the NFC Beast. I'm not gonna lie, because like all those teams made it, and like
it is.
It's the NFC Beast. Yeah.
NFC.
Okay.
Beast. There's only one Beast.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
We probably have to do that next then.
NFC Beast. No, I can't give the Eagles any more credit than them being the Super Bowl right now. They're gonna be the last team.
Wait, real quick, Everett. We should probably do. Actually, I was gonna say do Eagles Chiefs offseason. Fuck that. They're in the Super Bowl.
They're in the Super Bowl. They're the last teams that I'm gonna do.
No. Actually, I just checked myself before I wrecked myself. No. I checked myself. I was wrong. That was a bad take.
As we said, Water Boys.
We're wrong a lot.
We're wrong a lot. I mean, we were arguing about how Tom Brady should have been on the 49ers last week, and he retired the next day before we uploaded it.
Literally not even 12 hours later, he retired.
So,
I mean, yeah. But I mean, okay. Real quick, I just want to say, for every listener out there listening to us, doesn't it kind of make you feel a little bit better about yourself that you're more right than us when it comes to sports?
Unless it comes
doesn't that make you feel better?
Unless it comes to overall record and picking regular season games, playoffs not so good.
Playoffs bad. But playoffs, I'll be honest,
terrible.
Regular season record, Everett, we're pretty
60%. 60%.
Pretty fucking fire. Like I'm still cannot believe I picked that well.
Yeah. There's a week where I only missed one game.
Yeah. Last week.
And that happened to be the only game that I put in a parlay with all my other choices.
Now you're the betting man on this show, even though I will be giving out my betting picks.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting.
Ironic. But okay. All right. Patriots offseason. Here we go. Resign Jabril Peppers, Matthew Slater, Jonathan Jones, and Jacoby Myers. Restructure Jonnu Smith and Devon Godchow. I don't know. Devon Godchow. Cut Kendrick Bourne and sign Alan Lazard, Zach Pascal, Devin Bush, and Matt Ioannidis. There you go.
I like the Matt Ioannidis pickup. I like that a lot. I think Matt Ioannidis is a guy who
he's a Patriots guy.
Would sign him on.
He's a Patriots guy,
and I feel like
he's
the
a
Patriots would sign him on like a 2-year. He's gonna get his money. He's gonna get his money. I feel like they can get him on like a 2-year deal where they're not locking into him. Okay, there's no long-term commitment to him.
They're not.
And I feel like they could do a lot of it on the salary, not much on the sign bonus, because it's just fucking Bill and he'll finesse it. And so they'll probably cut Matt Ioannidis next year, but they're gonna sign him this year.
But yeah, no. So re-sign Jabril Peppers, Matthew Slater, Jonathan Jones, Jacoby Myers. Restructure Jonnu Smith, Devon Godchow, cut Kendrick Bourne, and sign Alan Lazard, Zach Pascal, Devin Bush, and Matt Ioannidis.
I also feel like Lazard is a Patriots wide receiver.
He is. He definitely is. I almost
feel
said
like that just something.
Also, the thing is, like, Kendrick Bourne, you're essentially trading out his contract for Alan Lazard's contract. That's essentially what that trade is.
It's not going to be expensive.
So I think Alan Lazard's a better wide receiver than Kendrick Bourne. Also, he can be a wide receiver 1. I was thinking about cutting Devontae Parker,
Myers and
Jacoby Myers, Alan Lazard, Zach Pascal. That'll probably be the 3. Devontae Parker will be the 4, and then you have Matthew Slater in there.
Have they already hired their OCs at Bill O'Brien, right?
It is Bill. It's Bob.
So,
it's Bob.
Okay. We'll see. I'll be honest. I know Bill O'Brien in his last year in Alabama, it wasn't spectacular. Like, don't get me wrong, but I will shout out Bill O'Brien for changing Jamison Williams' life and making him a top. I mean, he went 12 or like 11 in the draft, but fuck it.
Yeah.
For making JMO a top 10 pick in the draft. Like, shout out Bill O'Brien. I'll love you forever for what he did for JMO. So, fuck it. I'm a fan.
All right. The last team in the AFC Beast. Disappointing outcome to the season. I don't really know what the fuck's not what they hoped. Not what they hoped. I don't really know what's going on with Stefan either. So a little caveat in here can be a little asterisk. Pray to God Stefan Diggs does not cryptically tweet out stuff. That's a little asterisk in there. Pray to God.
Pray to God Stefan Diggs does not remove wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills from his Twitter bio. Pray to God he doesn't do that.
I might have to add that right at the end.
That's actually the number one fucking way to determine
And
if a
just
player
if it's
wants out or not.
removed.
Did they remove it from their bio? That's actually how you determine if they want out or not. It's so funny.
Okay.
Like, I'll be honest, quick side note. Trevion Henderson, Ohio State running back, he removed all Ohio State posts from his social media like 2 months ago. And I was very concerned he was going to dip to USC.
Sometimes they just do that to like play, though.
I was kind of like, wait, I might be okay with that because like Trevion, like then I can meet him in person. So I was kind of like, wait, that might not be the worst thing ever. But he is staying. But
yeah, sometimes they just do that to have fun.
I literally thought it was a lock. He was gone. Literally.
Okay.
All right. I thought it was a lock, but
Bills offseason. Restructure Von Miller, Deion Dawkins, Matt Milano, and Micah Hyde. Re-sign Jordan Poyer, Tremaine Edmonds, and Shaq Lawson. Sign Rashad Penny, Landon Roberts, Trey Flowers, Jesse Davis, and Joe Flacco. Kind of a rough cap situation there. I'm not going to lie. It makes it a little bit difficult to be able to do a lot of stuff. You don't really need Rashad Penny. I think that they could probably get away with just having Cooks, but
God damn it. Singletary, is he a free agent?
Singletary, yeah. Devin
Moss isn't there anymore,
Zach Moss
right?
got traded. They have 19 Hines. They have 19 Hines now, but so they have James Cook, who I think should be the running back one. So honestly, I don't even know if they need.
I mean, think about James. What was his? He had like fumble problems, right? Was that what it was?
He fumbled. He Kareem Hunt. I think he fumbled like the first game of his career. So. Yeah. But they don't really need Rashad Penny, but I do think that
Hunt, bro, the Bills should just trade for Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt's a free agent. You think it should be Kareem Hunt?
I think they should sign Kareem Hunt.
Okay, so
and I don't.
Okay, then we'll do sign Kareem Hunt, sign Kareem Hunt. Sorry, I just want to say the clip, man.
Sorry. I was just. I think I like that. I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
All right. Sign Kareem Hunt, Landon Roberts, Trey Flowers, Jesse Davis, and Joe Flacco. So I'm just saying, I think that overall, like I think they're minus 16 mil in cap space right now. So it's a little bit of an issue. Don't know what Von Miller's like contract. I know that Stephon Diggs isn't going to restructure his contract. I know Josh Allen definitely won't. So that's a little bit of an issue. I think that's probably the best situation that they can signing wise. I also have Joe Flacco here because I think a lot of those mistakes that Josh Allen has been making, like that we've seen him in the playoffs making, having Joe Flacco there probably for the last year of his career, if he doesn't retire this season, after this season, would kind of be beneficial to just Josh Allen's development overall. But they're going to have offensive line problems. They can't really address that in free agency. They don't really have the money. They're going to have to address it through the draft. Jesse Davis could possibly be a right guard. They have Roger Saffold, who is, I think, technically their best offensive lineman this year, but he's about to be 35 and he's a free agent. So I do not think that I think he's going to retire. He was formerly on the Rams too. Like he's been around.
Yeah, he has been around for a while.
He's probably going to retire. So that's just the way that I'm looking at it. I don't know.
When I think of just just the Bills and how they've really been like attacking the draft the past couple of years, like they've invested so much into D-line. Like they've invested so many of their top picks in the defensive line, and you can't help but say it's a bit of a disappointment. Like,
I mean, Ed Oliver's kind of been good,
going up against like a weak ass Bengals O-line, you would expect their D-line to fucking come out and show what they're made. But like Bills, it's such a weird scenario right now where like if they had Von Miller in that game, who fucking knows?
Who knows?
Like, I'll come out and say like, who knows?
That
was the problem. Damn, bro. Even going back to the Bills acquiring Von Miller, like the Bills even knew like we have missed on these fucking first round D-line fucking like we've missed. Like we need help. Like they identified the problem in the offseason, and Von Miller got hurt.
Yeah, I still think that Cole Beasley was the issue there in the playoffs, but to each their own. That was partially a joke. by the way. But yeah,
I
no,
just thought it was crazy how well the Bengals ran on the Bills, and I was like,
yeah,
what the fuck
I
am I
also,
watching? Like,
it's just the trenches is an issue for the Bills, and it sucks because the players that they should be able to get, like one, I didn't say really any defensive linemen in the free agency because all their guys are young.
well, I don't. No,
I
no.
think
The
that
thing
they
is,
can
I don't think
develop.
they should sign anyone.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
no,
that they'll
yeah.
have
I
to
mean,
develop.
you just
But
gotta
for the
pray
offensive
at
for the
this point.
for the offensive line though, like they do have to get people in free agency unless they're going to get people in the draft. But they don't have the money to be able to do that to get those top players in free agency. So that's kind of the issue because their entire right side of the line is just non-existent right now.
And like another thing, I can understand like Josh Allen, like he is a mobile quarterback back there. Like he can evade pressure. And so I understand like, okay, maybe we'd be better off investing more money into like the D line or on the defense than O line. But the Bills' run game is just
Horrible.
it's so bad that it's like, okay, Josh Allen is the offense. Bengals absolutely shut them down, made them one dimensional. Like
By the
that
way, with
can't
the
be the
Bengals,
game plan for next year. It
Joe
can't be
Mixon,
that. Like,
Might be getting cut. So might be a cap casualty. Just interesting to note. Which is why I also I do think that contracts for running backs are going to start to actually go down than go up. Like for the elite running backs, yeah, they still might be like 10 mil a year, something like that, maybe a bit more. But in general, I think that
is
contracts for
McCaffrey
running
up
backs,
for extension soon?
I think he already got an extension. I'm
Or did
pretty
he already
sure
get it?
that when that he was
He signed a
extended.
4-year, 64
Yeah.
mil with Carolina.
Yeah, and then he got traded. But obviously Saquon's up for an extension right now. Josh Jacobs too. Like they're both going to be paid pretty well. But all those other running backs in there, including Kareem Hunt, I think that their overall
No,
status
I
is
don't
going to
think
be.
I also think Kareem's gonna get like a 2-3 year deal.
Yeah,
Maybe it's a little inflated because it's a shorter deal, but I think it's gonna be a shorter deal because
yeah.
we don't know what Kareem is when everything's on him. We haven't seen him do that since
We
what his rookie year, like 4 years ago.
was he on the Browns for 2 seasons or was he cut after the first
I
one?
think I think
Or
last year
sorry,
might have been
on the
year 3
Chiefs.
or year
On the
4.
Chiefs, he was
I
on
think
the
he was only there for
Chiefs.
1 year. He was there for 1 year. He was only there for 1 year.
Damn, the Chiefs really had found
So,
their like future running back and had to cut
I
him.
mean, honestly, bro,
I
if
mean,
they
for
had
good
Kareem
reason.
Hunt still,
For
dude,
good, they had to cut
man,
him for good
could you
reason. But
imagine, bro? I mean,
the,
just be happy for my sake that they don't have Kareem Hunt. Like, I am so thankful. Like,
they to be fair, they had to cut him. They had to cut him for good reason. But I mean, he is balling out now. Anyways, all right.
imagine if he was on that team.
Super
Jesus.
Bowl 57, unless you can't count like me, in which case
Also,
Super Bowl
couldn't
53.
Rael Collins be a cut candidate for the Bengals? Sorry, going back on that, but
I
I
don't.
heard they're
I don't
considering
know.
cutting Lael.
It depends on how much money is guaranteed to his contract. I don't think that it would. I don't think he would be unless there's some injury stuff going on. But Super Bowl 57, unless you can't count like me, then Super Bowl 53. But Super Bowl 57,
It's all right. Roman numerals are hard.
we learned them in second grade, and since then, I mean, thought I've had him
I read
down.
the Percy Jackson books, kind of like skim through it.
Hey,
and
Mister
I think I learned a
Synonomous,
majority of
Mister Synonomous with those Roman numerals.
who?
Mister Synonomous.
Who?
Who? Who?
Mr. Sonamo. Put some
Sonamo.
respect on his
Okay,
name.
my bad. My bad.
Put
my,
some
my,
respect
my bad.
on his name.
My bad, man. My bad, man.
Don't disrespect our second grade teacher.
Your teacher?
Like that.
But
your
no,
last year in LA, you don't even remember your teacher's name, man. I mean, were you even in LA?
No.
I'm kidding, but like,
but also, I to be fair,
right,
I was not
quiz.
looking at the
other
actual
teacher. Who's the other teacher? Mr. Sonamo and who? There's no way. You actually don't know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it started with a C.
Mrs.
Didn't it?
Miller.
Miller. Okay, that's what it was. I forgot, dude. I full on forgot.
You have no idea.
I couldn't remember.
I don't even know if you put a face to name of Mrs.
I did.
Miller.
I did.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
All right, just making sure.
I do. I remember.
It would have been really funny if you're just like, yeah, I actually have no idea what the fuck that is.
No idea. Anyways.
But, yeah. Okay. Super Bowl. Super Bowl time, Everett. It is, last time we'll be talking before the Super Bowl.
Just for comparison's sake, if you really want to see how far this podcast has come in a year, go look at the episode that's titled Super Bowl 56 preview. It's like our second episode ever.
It must be awful.
Listen to that.
I might listen to that. I'll be
watch this.
Out of my
I
mind.
might have to do that after this, but go look at that and then come back to this one and tell us which one's better.
For me to do.
I mean, are we still getting about the same amount of? I mean, are we still getting about the same amount of views and listens on YouTube and Anchor as those ones? Yeah, but I mean, TikTok's been doing better and stuff. So I mean, but still,
yeah, I do think though that's a punishment, making us listen to that.
You should make that. That should be a fantasy football punishment.
Oh my god. Okay. No, I was gonna get off topic. Okay, Super Bowl time.
Also, by the way, we both have ADHD. Just for reference, me and Grant both have ADHD. So.
No. Mine's just ADD. Mine's just ADD.
ADD is ADHD. It's under the same thing.
Nope.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I just had a class on it. You're talking to the psych major. I know this. I literally had a class on it today. It is under
now that is maybe scientifically sure, but there is a clear, noticeable personality difference between someone.
Okay, now we're actually getting off topic.
And someone with ADD.
It's all underneath ADHD, but
as someone with ADD and as someone who's been around a bunch of people with legitimate ADHD, like, oh my god, dude, like, please stop tapping your fucking foot, bro. Please.
Yeah, that'd be me. That would be me.
Those people, to the people that are like, oh, I actually cannot sit down unless I'm banging my pencils on the desk.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like I can't be indoors unless I have 4 fidget spinners. Like, okay, that's
a bit of an issue. That's a bit of an issue. Anyways, Super Bowl, like we said, getting off topic, happens easily with us, but Super Bowl
Everett. Real quick, the first piece of analysis that we're going to do on the Waterboy podcast, the Kansas City Chiefs will be wearing white jerseys.
Yes.
And the Philadelphia Eagles will be wearing their home colors. So just based off that,
the Chiefs are going to win.
Chiefs.
Okay.
Yeah. So White's historic track record. Whites have done phenomenal in the Super Bowl historically. Voice crack.
Wow.
Phenomenal historically in the Super Bowl. So if you guys,
we've got a couple things.
Picks, that's one check towards the Chiefs. Okay, that's one check.
Okay, all right, one check to the Chiefs. Now, that's one check for the Chiefs. This can be.
To the Chiefs.
Imagine we have an infographic here it's like a list, and we have the teams, all right, with check marks, all right?
Yes.
One check to the Chiefs. Yes. Now we have the Eagles beating the Vikings in week 2, and every team over the last 5 seasons that has won the Super Bowl has beaten the Vikings. Check to the Eagles.
I don't know real quick. I don't know the exact stat on white jerseys, but I'm going to.
I do know that it's like the last 6.
No, don't tell me. Don't even tell me. I don't even know the stat, and I don't even care. But I'm gonna assume the Eagles Vikings stat is more impressive. So that's 2 checks towards the Eagles, and there's only one check.
Only give them the one check. We're only giving them one check.
I don't. Only one check. Are we only weighing these equally, Everett?
They're weighted equally.
Are they weighted?
It's the Vikings. Yes, they're weighted equally.
Okay.
One check to each team. We have them tied. And you know what the tiebreaker is?
I was trying to give the Vikings more credit.
I know, but do you know? I'm setting this up, though. We have one check for each team. Now the tie-breaking check mark.
All I'm saying, just quick preview, okay? I just want to say, whoa, there's going to be more check marks. Right? Probably later down.
No. But this is my check mark.
Real quick. Me and Everett, I want to just quickly explain our biases here, okay?
I was going to set up my clip. Damn it. But
now, you'll get it.
I'll get to it.
Patrick Mahomes is literally my biggest nightmare every night. I wake up every night at 3 a.m. in cold sweats thinking about him. So I want the Eagles to win more than anything in my life. Everett, on the other hand, has been beefed up significantly in recent years, but the Eagles and Vikings have created a significant rivalry going back to NFC Championship games, the Jalen Reagor, Justin Jefferson picks. There's
Sam Bradford. We got Sam Bradford from them.
Sam Bradford. There's a lot of heated debate between both franchises. So Everett is really, really pulling for my arch nemesis rivals, the Chiefs, in this game.
I don't really know who I'm pulling for because arguably I want there to be a tie. I just want a tie.
I'm rooting for Fox Sports to come in and say, we're canceling the Super Bowl. We think Dance Moms will do better ratings.
I am rooting for a Super Bowl. I'm rooting for the plus 5,000 Super Bowl power outage. That's what I'm rooting for.
Now, okay.
But
so
let me finish my
Beyonce.
Yeah, but let me finish my list here. So we have a check mark for
finish your take. Sorry.
We have the check mark for the Eagles and a check mark for the Chiefs.
Tie game right now.
Tiebreaker. Tiebreaker won't be known until the start of the game, and you know why that's the case. Don't actually answer that, but that was a rhetorical question.
Why, but yes,
the answer to our question will not be known until the start of the game, and that's because over the last 8 Super Bowls, the winner of the coin toss has lost every year for the last 8 years.
I'm gonna be honest. That's the wait. There's a slight asterisk on that. The winner of the first coin toss has lost every year.
Okay, so you want me to restate that? All right.
They won their overtime coin toss and won the Super Bowl. Quick little asterisk. You know, I just caught that. I remember
the winner of the opening coin toss has lost the Super Bowl every year for the last 8 seasons.
There you go.
The Seahawks.
No one can correct you. No one.
The Seahawks lost to the Patriots. The Panthers lost to the Broncos. The Falcons lost to the Patriots. The Patriots lost to the Eagles. The Rams lost to the Patriots. 49ers lost to the Chiefs. Chiefs lost to the Buccaneers. And the Bengals lost to the Rams. There's a lot of teams in there that just like, it was just like 1 year. It was like Patriots lose to the Eagles. Rams lose to the Patriots. Like, it's just back and forth,
there was a period of time where the even years were Brady ranks. I think it was
14, but 16, also
18, and 20 were all Brady ranks.
Like this little stretch here where it goes Falcons lose the Patriots.
Giant streak.
This little streak here goes Falcons lose the Patriots. Patriots lose to the Eagles. Rams lose to the Patriots. Then you have this other streak where it goes 49ers lose to the Chiefs. Chiefs lose to the Bucks. And then it goes back to the Rams where Bengals lose to the Rams. It's just kind of like it feels good on the brain. That's just all I'm saying. No, it's nice little brain itch. Nice little brain itch.
So whoever loses the opening coin toss, they're winning the bowl. That's the tiebreaker.
So that's the tiebreaker, and that means live bet them.
Yeah, live bet. Well, I guess in theory at the time it won't be a live bet. I think you can get it in right before kickoff. I think you can get it in. I think it technically wouldn't be a. You are choking on something. Well, I'm not gonna say what I was immediately thinking, but you're choking on something. All right, Super Bowl.
I think I just murdered somebody's ears. I like unmuted as I coughed into
the mic. You're good. I didn't hear anything. Super
okay.
Bowl. Well, okay. We'll do Super Bowl predictions last. But I'm not.
This is you're locked in though. Once you give these out, you're locked.
No, I know. You know, I am not of age. I cannot gamble legally. I'm not in a legal state of gambling. I am just simply pretending as if I were to place these.
You're just playing the market. We're just playing the market.
I was very interested. I know Super Bowls, I would assume the biggest betting day of the year, at least for US like sportsbook casinos at the minimum. Like,
and the Kentucky's Derby's this weekend too, right? So there's a lot of.
You think I fucking know, bro? I don't know.
There's a lot of money about to be lost, is what it sounds like.
I just know the waste management is this weekend, baby. Woo! Let's go, Dimpleheads on the pod. But Super Bowl props. I'm no betting man. I can't bet. I've never placed a bet in my life, even though I'm 2-0 in Super Bowl bets all time. Those were undisclosed, though, under the table. Nothing official. So please don't come after me, IRS. Super Bowl props. These are the props where I think you have the greatest value. I'm not saying all of them are hitting. I wouldn't fucking parlay all these in something. But I guarantee if you place, other than the two I'm going to start out with, because these are I'm giving my 2 alternate lines I would give if I'm picking either team. Okay. And I'll tell you which
All
one I
right.
actually will pick. But I'm gonna give 2 alternate lines if you're gonna select either team to win, what you should bet. But other than the 2 that I'm gonna start with, every other pick, if you all parlayed them together, I wouldn't do it, but they could all hit. Okay. It's not conflicting props. It's not like 3 props that all are kind of the same thing. Like I want over receptions, over receiving yards, and a receiving touchdown. It's not like that. They're all like completely different. But
Yeah.
let's start.
Oh my God. Whoa.
Let's start. Sorry,
Whoa.
sorry. I'm
Oh
getting
my.
excited.
Oh my. Oh my God.
Everett, let's start out with my 2 alternate lines I'd pick. So first, I have Chiefs minus 2.5 plus 120. Okay. If the Chiefs win this football game, okay, it's going to be by 3 points or more. They're not going to win by, it's not going to be some bullshit shit like that. No. If I think in order for the Chiefs to win this game, they come out swinging, they come out fast, like they get the ball first, score first drive, turnover, touchdown, 14-0, game is done at halftime. Now, with that being said, even though I think the Chiefs need to get a large lead in order to win this game, I do think there's a very solid chance the Eagles make a second half comeback and just start mounting some bullshit. I don't know why, Everett, but the Chiefs, when they're extremely ahead, I feel like they go on like automatic mode. And they're just like, all right, whatever. Game's over. We're just cruising. But at the same time, when the Chiefs are ever down significantly in a game, I do feel like at the minimum, Mahomes is fully locked in still.
No, he is. I mean, we saw his mindset going into the championship game. I definitely say that. I also have my own little prop for specific to the Waterboy podcast. It is the Waterboy podcast lock.
The Waterboy prop?
The Waterboy
pod prop?
The Waterboy prop lock. And it will make sense, and I'll get it all. It will be clear. It's going to be great. I promise you, it's going to be great.
Do you want to give that now, or do you want?
No, I will say we will end the episode with it. But this is what we've been. This is why we exist. This prop
I don't know.
Is literally
fuck this could go.
This prop is literally what we exist for. It is specific to us, and
You're hyping this up a lot. Hyping this up a lot.
It's going to be great. All right, sorry, continue.
All right. So if you're going to bet on the Chiefs, I take the minus 2.5. I don't think this is going to be a close game. Okay, I'm going under the impression that this isn't going to be the most entertaining Super Bowl. Okay, I just think that's what's going to be the case. But I'm not entirely sold on either side. But I do think though Chiefs, I don't really feel comfortable laying a minus 6.5 like plus 250 alt line. I do the minus 2.5, take the plus 120. Let's just be a little safe. I do want to alt line though. I'm not taking money line Chiefs if I were to take the Chiefs. But I wouldn't take the Chiefs. What I will be taking for the Super Bowl, Eagles minus 6.5 plus 185 alternate line. Eagles to win by a touchdown, an extra point or more, minus 6.5. I don't think this is going to be a great Super Bowl. I feel like this year everyone's expecting a really good game. Okay, the Eagles on paper, they outmatch the Chiefs a lot in a lot of things. Better O-line, better D-line, better pass rush, better defense, better secondary, better receivers. The only thing the Eagles are worse than the Chiefs at is the quarterback position. And I would rather have the Chiefs running back room than just
so you try not Travis Kelce. Dallas Goedert's better than Travis Kelce.
Okay, I when I was saying receiver, I was thinking the whole fucking thing. I would rather have AJ Brown and Smitty and Goddard than Travis Kelce,
Juju Smith-Schuster,
Marquez
Kadarius Toney,
Valdez Scantling, and Kadarius Toney on one leg. I would rather take the receiving. I would. You could debate me on that. That's fine. You could debate me on that. I'll accept that debate. That's fine. That one's up for debate. That one is. But I do think the Eagles just outmatch the Chiefs so much. However, the Chiefs have a clear advantage at quarterback. Eagle fans, shut the fuck up if you're trying to act like Jalen Hurts is even comparable to Mahomes. Shut the fuck up. Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL. Shut up. All right. I'm gonna be honest. The fact that there's people really saying Jalen Hurts is an undisputed top 3 quarterback in the NFL actually makes me sick.
It's the same people that basically say
what the fuck are we talking about?
It's whatever quarterback makes it to the Super Bowl, they're always like, all right, if that quarterback's in the Super Bowl, that means that they're like top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL. It'd be the same way if fucking like if Ryan Tannehill made the Super Bowl this year, they'd be like, oh yeah, Ryan Tannehill's top 3
I'm
quarterback.
Just saying right now, Everett, who do you think would be better in the Eagles offense? Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson? Don't even answer the question. We all know the fucking answer to that.
Jalen Hurts.
So I like.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Philly man. Shut the fuck up. Lamar Jackson would make the Eagles the greatest team ever. Okay, actually, shut up if you're really thinking that Jalen Hurts will be better for the Eagles than Lamar fucking Jackson. Shut up if you think that. But anyway, I'm still taking Eagles.
Someone's got an opinion. All right.
I'm still taking.
Yeah, I would not be taking them by 6.5. I would be waiting on that until the coin flip. But
very true. No. I won't put in the Chiefs or. Well, I'm not even putting in this bet, but I will not fully list this as an official bet that I will count on my record next week until the coin flip. So based on the coin flip, I'm either taking Chiefs -2.5 or Eagles -6.5.
Now, I know that there was one prop you were looking at specifically. That was your.
I have 10 props now that I have to list.
Okay, so let's go through
all of them.
Let's go through them all.
First prop I love, and we're going to go in order of the value of these props. So first prop, Eagles over 2.5 sacks -125. I kind of feel like this is one of the safer props you could bet. Bad value, I get it. I don't really like it either. I don't really like it when you just look at the value, -125. Screw that. But only 3 sacks for that pass rush? Sign me the fuck up.
With Patrick Mahomes still technically being hurt.
He is also banged up a little bit. I was also considering doing the full game over 5.5 sacks because Jalen Hurts is also banged up. And I also just feel like when you have that scrambling quarterback who likes to extend plays a lot, regardless of how good your O-line is, he's going to be in scenarios where he's trying to extend plays and could get sacked. So I was considering the whole game, but Eagles over 2.5 sacks -125. Next one out of any of the anytime touchdown scores, I think the best value, best looks is AJ Brown anytime touchdown score +115. I think that's the best value from what I was seeing. In terms, now we're going out of order in terms of value, but we're keeping on the topic of touchdown scores. The 2 players that I would consider for first touchdown score, I have not locked on either. I will only go with one, but these are the 2 I'd consider. Dallas Goedert first touchdown +1,200 and Pacheco first touchdown +900. I feel like those is stupid value. If you're throwing that, don't expect to win it, but it's like ooh, shit. If that happens, I don't give a fuck what happens the rest of the game. God damn type of bet. Next. This is kind of a me thing. I'm kind of a big proponent of, for some fucking reasons, red zone defenses step up. So over 3.5 field goals +140. I feel like it's nice, tasty value there. 1 field goal a quarter. You might get lucky at the 2-minute warning in the first half. Maybe they can squeeze in 2 field goals. Maybe and with the Chiefs, Mahomes moves down quick. So maybe the Eagles kick a field goal, make it with like 2:10 left. Mahomes goes down, kicks another field goal. You get 2 late at the end of the first half. I like the field goal value. I think it's very good. Next, I think this is absurd. Over half a sack for Frank Clark +140. I'm pretty sure he's 3rd all time in sacks in NFL postseason history ever.
He has 10.8 sacks, I think, and he has played 11 postseason games.
10.8?
It's like 10, maybe it's 10.5.
You mean? Okay.
No,
I was like, wait, what?
He's played in 11 postseason games. He's basically gotten a sack per game for every postseason game he's in.
Frank Clark, give me a plus sign on just getting 1 sack. Sign me the fuck up. Yes, I love that. Now, this is a deep state conspiracy theorist pick. Game to go to overtime +1,200. I'm in a sports business class, and my professor told me that this is the first year in Super Bowl history that the broadcaster of the Super Bowl, in this case it's Fox, This is the first time in Super Bowl history that the broadcaster of the Super Bowl has pre-sold commercial spots in case the game goes to overtime. So I'm no conspiracy theorist, but if the game goes to overtime, Everett, NFL rigged, and we can literally look back to this. This is the first time in NFL history they have pre-sold commercial spots in case it goes to overtime. So I'm no deep state.
Also in state, it's in State Farm. It's in State Farm Stadium with Patrick Mahomes, the State Farm spokesman, playing in the game.
Sprinkle it.
Sprinkle it.
Game to go to OT,
put a little bit on there.
Throw $1, you might win 120. All right, sprinkle it.
Sprinkle.
That's the deep state conspiracy prop bet. Now these are the last one's the meme one, but these next two are my favorites in terms of value, and these are the ones that if I was a betting man, I would 100% be very enticed by these. So the first is Chiefs successful 2-point conversion plus 450. I feel like Andy Reid, he's always going to have some tricks up his sleeve, has some shit to pull out. And I also feel like it is more likely than not that the Eagles will have a lead and the Chiefs will need to come back.
I'm not going to lie. I honestly think that that
would be the case.
There's a more likely chance the Eagles go for 2 on a random play than the Chiefs. I just think Nick Sirianni is just that kind of play caller, fuck it. Like, let's just do it.
That could be in a 2. I was purely looking at this from the Andy Reid angle, just thinking about Andy. And, Andy wants that bowl right now. Andy's what, one win, 2 L's in the Super Bowl? Did he only lose 1 with Philly, or did he lose 2?
He lost 1 with Philly. He won his first one in with the Chiefs.
Kansas City.
And
then he lost 1 with Kansas City.
Yes.
I don't know how many he lost in Philly.
I think he's 1 and 2. He just had 1. The 1.
I think Andy Reid, last time he's in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. So he's had 2 years to think of some Super Bowl plays. I think he's going to have some shit out of his sleeve. So I like the plus 450 there. Remember, plus 450 effort. That's the enticing part. And then the last one, this is my favorite prop. Over 1.5 total coach challenges plus 240. Plus 240 over 1.5 total coach challenges. I think Andy Reid might blow fucking both of his coach challenges on the first drive. Okay. I literally think he might. And I also feel like Nick Sirianni, the whole Philly attitude thing's really getting to him. If there's any controversial call, it doesn't matter if it's overturnable or not. Nick Sirianni has to throw that challenge flag just for the city of Philadelphia. So I love over 1.5 total coach challenges plus 240. I think that's phenomenal value. I think it's spectacular. And now the final prop bet, the prop bet that everyone's been waiting for, the only prop bet that everybody consistently talks about.
Well, no, there's one more. There's one more. There's one more, and that's mine.
I forgot that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would say the most famous prop bet when it comes to just like when you just hear about these crazy Super Bowl bets that could be placed, the Gatorade color.
Let me do this. That's mine.
That was yours. Okay.
That was mine. All right. So
I did not know that was yours. I did not know.
Well,
I see why you said it's the Water Boy.
It's the Water Boy prop of the year.
I didn't quite put 2 and 2 together.
All right. The Water Boy prop of the year. This is the prop of the year award. This is what we are made for. The Water Boy prop. This is the Water Boy prop. All right. So I am quite literally a water boy. That is my job in part of some other stuff that I do for Tulane. It's a working title. I work with I do medical stuff. So, but part of my job is doing some Gatorade and stuff. So I know the ins and the outs of how this system works. So talk about deep states conspiracies. All right. So here's the deal. From when we worked the Cotton Bowl, all right, we were hand delivered a box of powder from Gatorade because it's NFL stadiums, it's NCAA, Gatorade, like that's their thing. All right. The package, every time you get a specific package just from Gatorade for a game, which happens in the big games, i.e. the Super Bowl, it is always one box.
Love the IE.
And typically it is one flavor. Now, we got yellow, which is what we got for the championship game, for the AAC championship game, and it's what we got for the Super Bowl. It's what USC got for the Cotton Bowl as well. Or not what we got for the Super Bowl. Sorry, Cotton Bowl is what USC got for the Cotton Bowl as well.
What was the Super Bowl?
It was our Super Bowl.
Same stadium.
No, it's
the
the
college
same
football Super Bowl.
Yeah, college football Super Bowl.
Oh, I'm dumb.
What the fuck are you talking about? Anyways, okay.
Game and my fucking
So
went there and just watched lose a TCU, fucking loser.
So here's the deal. Teams typically have like one set of like they might have a couple of boxes of powder, but they will have like one thing specifically of powder, like a specific powder that they use for that game. And typically it's what's supplied to them, but it's also kind of what like their team likes. Typically it matches the team color. Like that's the thing. So
yes, okay.
Right. So also
keyword.
Also to note, it has to be a flavor that's specific to powdered versions, which is not every flavor. Like Gatorade does have a green flavor, but they don't make powdered green unless you make that yourself. But you can't do that because they don't sell that, so you can't make the green flavor. You can't mix it, but you're not allowed to mix because it has to be presentation. If it's seen on camera, it has to be one flavor that they do actually sell as a powder. So you can't mix. So now that leaves us with
listening when you explain that part, but okay. Now
that leaves us with orange, yellow, blue, red, or just water. There's 110 of water and 110 of Powerade.
Is it just water? Okay.
So there's 110 of water and 110 of
whoa.
110. So technically there's 210s of power, 210s of Gatorade and 210s of water. All right. So now you're playing the 50-50 game. All right. So you bet
the Gatorade or water.
You always
Water's
bet
the best value.
You bet the water. All right. No matter what, you bet water plus 500, clear or water plus 500. Now this is the other pick. All right.
Wait, does clear Gatorade count as water?
Yes. Yeah. Well, they don't. That's just
why
water.
The fuck would you not be throwing that?
Well, because it is water. All right. So now here's the thing: we have water on lock, and I'll reiterate.
I cannot remember the last time I've seen water poured. Go on.
I'll reiterate this all and the afterwards. So you can just throw a nice little thing on the water because you could split it 50-50, but it's probably going to be the Gatorade because everybody's looking for the Gatorade. But the water could be pulled out of nowhere. All right. So water's there. Now we're looking at the flavors. All right. Look at the team colors. We have red, technically white, and green. Okay. It's not going to be green Gatorade. And the white is technically clear. So then the closest color to that is going to be yellow. Yellow also happens to be Andy Reid's favorite flavor of Gatorade. And when the Eagles
source?
Yes, I have a source is oddshark.com. All right. So not only is that the case, but when Andy Reid won his revenge game in 2013, it was a yellow Gatorade dump. Also, Nick Sirianni in the championship game last week or 2 weeks ago got yellow Gatorade dumped on him. To me, that says that that's the flavor that they have because, like I said before, you only get one flavor like box to use. Like that's what you're using for these games. So, Waterboy prop of the year.
That's deep dive. Like you actually explain the reasoning. I like that a lot.
Waterboy prop of the year. Waterboy lock of the year. Yellow Gatorade bath and or water bath, but yellow Gatorade bath plus 400.
I looked it up. Yellow Gatorade plus 400.
Yellow Gatorade bath plus 400. Maybe
year.
Sprinkle some on the water for plus 500, but yellow Gatorade bath plus 400. That is the Waterboy lock of the year.
Last year, for example, I was made aware that the Bengals have used orange Gatorade like every single game the whole year. So pre-game, the orange Gatorade line was like plus 150. Like you were essentially just betting Bengals money line if you were taking the orange Gatorade.
Well, that's what I said. They dump if the color is available in flavored packets. Yeah. They will give you your team's color, but considering they can't do green, and they can't do red.
Punch.
It's a possibility, and
no players would drink that
I have never seen it. I've never gotten it, and the only time I've seen it dumped, it's only been dumped. It's never actually been dumped, and it was dumped one time in college football.
Where are the numbers on which Gatorade?
So orange Gatorade has been seen Orange Gatorade's been seen 5 times. Water's been seen 4 times. Sorry, clear's been seen 4 times. There's no Gatorade dumps
These
been
are
seen.
Super Bowl numbers.
Yes.
Super Bowl numbers.
Super Bowl numbers.
Got it.
Orange 5 times, water 4 times, nothing 4 times, blue 4 times, yellow 3 times, and purple 2 times.
Wait, nothing? Just no Gatorade
They
bath?
just didn't do a bath. Yeah, they just didn't do it. So
wait, is the bet voided then? Like, does there need to be a Gatorade bath in order for the bet to be?
I think there might be an option for none, but there is an option for none, and it's plus 1,000. But Waterboy prop of the year, Waterboy lock of the year, yellow Gatorade bath plus 400.
I love that. No, I love that. That's
the inside information.
Arguably the deepest explanation we get, either me or you have given on this podcast, explaining one of our picks.
Here's the thing. I know how it works.
It.
I know how it works, at least in college football, because that is part of what I do. So I know how it works. I know, like, we're not allowed to mix colors because we have to be able, it has to be a color that, like, because we're a Powerade school. Powerade does have a green flavor, but we can't mix to make green for television, like, because they don't sell that as a powdered flavor. Yeah, same thing with Gatorade, I'm sure.
Yeah, so I mean that's very interesting. Get to learn a little bit of the company aspect. When it comes to sports teams and working with Gatorade. But if I were to quickly rehash those props, what are the best? I think the best, of course, yellow Gatorade. If I were to pick 3, yellow Gatorade, over 1.5 total coach challenges, and the game to go to overtime, because this is the first year that the broadcaster of the Super Bowl has pre-sold commercial spots in case the game goes to
also
overtime.
Just a reference.
That's it.
When the Eagles won in Super Bowl 52, it was yellow Gatorade, and when the Chiefs won in 54, it was orange. That's orange being the closest thing that is red. So
yes, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So maybe sprinkle it with yellow, maybe sprinkle yellow and orange, maybe get a little bit of both.
Sprinkle some more.
Maybe sprinkle some orange.
I do think I'm kind of a fan of these props. I know Super Bowl is one of those games where casino sports books, they go fucking crazy when it comes to all these little props. So we gotta let you guys know what is up for this.
But there might be one more thing that we want to talk about. I don't know. It's.
I have one thing that I was quickly just made aware of.
But we'll end with this.
I'll let you say your. Okay.
No. That was just kind of prompting you to talk about it.
Oh yeah. So we are recording this on Tuesday, February 7th. LA time, Pacific Standard Time is 8:10 p.m. The Lakers currently have 59 seconds left in the first half, and LeBron James is 16 points away from becoming the all-time leader in points scored in NBA history, and he has 20 points right now, and it's about to be half.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking, but
so LeBron James about to pass this record, and he's about to be the all-time greatest.
As we're recording this, and like we said, and not even by the end of the time we're recording this, there's already been something
we are not going to make it. But yeah.
No, we're not going to make it. We could be rambling. We could ramble here for another 25 minutes. Probably another 2 hours.
This game's gonna last like another hour and a half.
Yeah, but we said we're recording this early, and there's gonna be some groundbreaking news happening before we upload it. It's not even the end of the episode, and there already is about to be something that we're gonna miss. So great work. Great work by me.
Yeah, but LeBron's about to become the all-time.
Yeah, I'm gonna be hauled into the offices after we finish this. That's great.
Yeah, producer might have already texted you.
Yeah, he might have.
I know what my last story is. I just remember now. I just said text. Okay. Final story. Fuck it. I don't really care. Turned 21 soon. This was the only bet I've ever placed in my life, and this was just through my friends. Nothing illegal or anything, but. 2 years ago. Yes, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was under the impression from one of my friends, he has an older brother, has some connections within the sports media industry, had a friend who happened to be working for the broadcast company during the Chiefs-Bucks Super Bowl, and he was under the impression that for that Super Bowl, for the Chiefs-Bucks Super Bowl, The Weeknd was the halftime performer. And for that halftime performance, he was under the impression, and I swear he swore that The Weeknd's first song was going to be I Can't Feel My Face. And he promised not only me, but his close friend, my friend's younger brother, who then ended up telling me, he promised multiple people in his personal circle that The Weeknd's first song for his halftime performance would be I Can't Feel My Face When I'm With You, or whatever the hell it's called. So with this inside information, by the way, the year before, this guy had this shit locked. Like, he had the national anthem props, or he was connected with someone else in the industry working for whatever the broadcast company. He had connections. Like, he had gotten like the last 3 years, all those stupid little national anthem over under time props, all those first halftime show song props. He had all of them correct for like 3 years straight. And then this year it was the company that he was working for, they were actually doing it. So it was the lock of all locks. All right. Like, there was
no doubt. There was no doubt.
It was, what's the term? Fail proof?
Yeah.
Like fail safe, or like
fail-proof.
Literally it was fun. Yeah. Fail. It was a lock. Okay. If there was ever such thing as a lock, The Weeknd starting his halftime performance with I Can't Feel My Face was a fucking lock. So with this information, it's the only bet I've placed on my life. My friend tells me this. And so I said, okay, screw it. If he's been 3 years correct, he's in this industry. He's literally watched The Weeknd do his whole performance, his whole routine. I'll throw $100 on it. Screw it. Just with my friend, with him.
Now, you told me about this too, by the way. This is like before the game started. Like, Grant was telling me about it, and he was like, I didn't place anything on that. But I was aware of this before the halftime performance. Now go back to you.
Yes. Now I was telling I was telling people about it. I was like, this is the lock of the game. I don't know if Brady or Mahomes winning. I did actually ended up picking the Bucs to win that Super Bowl, win against my advice of never fade Mahomes in the Super Bowl. But the game results are who the fuck cares if I got the pick right. I was informed about this halftime show. So going into the halftime show, let's just say when that halftime hit, I already had the Bucs winning. They score a late touchdown right before the half, so I was already hyped. But I'm even more hyped for my real show, like the real show, the halftime show with The Weeknd. I see the lights cut out, show's about to start. I'm sitting there. I'm watching with a couple of friends. I'm screaming. I'm so pumped. I'm about to win the first and only bet I've ever placed in my life. And then I hear that stupid fucking the fucking Starboy intro. One of the worst fucking songs ever created in the history of music. Starboy by The Weeknd. That song fucking sucks. Okay. And if any of you out there think it's a good song, like, you have a shit taste in music and stop listening to this podcast, because I don't want you listening.
Don't actually stop
if
listening
you think
to it.
Starboy by The Weeknd's good, please leave.
Grant just has a little bit of an issue with it now.
His halftime show with I'm a motherfucking Starboy. Yeah, that's why you're a fucking bum and you had to wrap up your face in stupid ass bandages because no one wants to look at your dumb face, The Weeknd. Fuck you, The Weeknd. Fuck you and everything you stand for. You're a piece of shit, and I cannot wait for you to retire from the music industry.
I tried FaceTiming Grant when that was going on. Got an immediate decline. I then texted him, and Grant told me he was silent, not saying anything, and he was just sitting there looking at the TV, just like mouth wide open.
It wasn't
staring at the TV.
It wasn't even like an athletic event, and I've never been that upset about something related to sports in my life. I've never been that upset.
But with that, thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Rate us 5 stars. You can find us on Spotify at Waterboy Pod.
Unless you think Starboy by The Weeknd's good. Then
Grant has an issue with Starboy. But you can find us on TikTok, YouTube.
I mean, objectively, it's an awful song. Just like objectively speaking. Like, it is one of the worst Weeknd songs ever.
You can find us on TikTok, Twitter, and on YouTube at Waterboy Pod. Our handles are down below. Grant's cheering for the Eagles. I'm cheering for, I guess, technically the Chiefs.
I would say you're cheering for the Chiefs. You just are rooting against the Eagles to win.
Yeah.
So by nature, you're rooting for the Chiefs to win.
We'll see what I bet. Whatever. With that,
I would actually say that is we're not actually rooting for the Eagles and Chiefs. We're rooting for the teams that we hate to not win.
yeah,
That's what this is.
I'm rooting for the yellow Gatorade bath. That's really what it is.
And Everett, I also just want to say I want to see the Chiefs get embarrassed again in the Super Bowl. That would make me very happy.
With that, Waterboy's out.